Number 17 on page 647. So we want to find the circumference and the area of a circle, and it says express answers in terms of pi, and then round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so since we're talking about a circle, we're definitely going to talk about pi. And another word for, so when we're talking about circles, we don't say perimeter, we say circumference, right? So this is the circumference, right? Which really is the perimeter. It's just the outer edge, right? If you wanted to put a circular fence, right, around I don't know, a pool or your house, that would be the perimeter. So again, perimeter, but we say circumference when it's a circle. So to find the area, well, let's just use the area of a circle, which we know is pi r squared. So pi r squared, where r is the radius, right? This guy here is the radius, which is 6, right? Because it's always half of the diameter. The diameter is from one point to the other point, and it goes through the center. So there are a lot of diameters, right? This line, this line, this line, but it has to go through the center. So the radius is just half of the diameter. And so we have, let me just work down. So we have pi r squared, and right, that's really yards. So pi and 6 squared is 36. Yard times yard is yard squared, or square yards. And so the area is 36 pi square yards. So that is our answer in terms of pi, but they ask us to round to the nearest tenth. So the nearest tenth place, I'm just going to plug in, your calculator should have a pi. If it doesn't have a pi, you can use 3.14, which is an approximation, times, so let me just write it here. So A is about, so 36 and approximately pi, right, is 3.14 square yards, and I'm just punching that in my calculator. 3.14 times, whoops, so it gives me 113.04 square yards. So 113.04 square yards. So again, if that's a 1 by 1, right, 1 yard by 1 yard, and obviously this is not a yard, that's really small, it's like half an inch or something. But again, if it was yards, we would have 113, about 113 squares that would fill this circle. Right, so, okay, that's really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is horrible, 7, 8. But I want, and again, there's 113, and again, 0.04, meaning I don't have a full square, right? I have these little spaces here that make up that 0.04. So that's the area of a circle. So the circumference is just the outer edge. And so I can write that up here. Let's see, maybe, what color do I want? Okay, let's do this kind of dark pink. So I'm circling, all right, the sky pink. So I want to find the length of that. And again, it's a wheel, so you can unwrap this pink and make it really into straight line, which the video did a good job of showing that. So circumference, C equals pi times the diameter, or you can use 2 pi r, because the diameter is just twice the radius. So it doesn't matter which one you use. We have the diameter, so pi times d, which is 12 yards. And so our circumference is 12 pi yards, right? Or again, approximately, and actually I just realized that I didn't round to the tenths. So I will round to the tenths. So here, again, 3.14, just punching in the calculator, times 12. So I get 37.68. So 37 point, I'm going to write 7 because they want it to the tenths place. So yards, right? So there's no square here. It's not square units, right? It's literally just measuring, right? If you take a ruler and bend it, right, the measurement would be 37.7 yards. And here I actually, since they say tenths place, this really should be 113 point, and they said tenths, so I guess you can write 0 square yards. Okay, so area is the inside, and the circumference is the outer edge.